Hey everybody, it is Quicken and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a haul and it is a majority thrift haul. It's kind of a funny story. I was getting on the bus the other day and there was a girl getting off of the bus carrying a bunch of bags from Goodwill. And I was under the impression that there wasn't a Goodwill in my neighborhood or in my area. So a few days later, I took that bus the other direction to see if I would pass like a Goodwill on the way, and I did. It's not that close to my house, but it's also not listed on like Google Maps or anything, but it was a true Goodwill store, and I did end up getting this shirt, which is a long sleeve shirt, but it is completely sheer, so I think I'll be able to wear it perfectly fine in the summer or like a summer evening. It does have a built-in kind of like front here, so I can wear it without a bra, which is great. So I think ideally this is an amazing summer shirt. Sun protection for my tattoos. It fits amazing. I love the neckline and I do feel completely safe and comfortable in it. And the first new thing I have is this Evangelion shirt. And the thing about this shirt is I didn't realize it's very long. So normally I would crop a shirt like this, no problem. But the detail on the back goes all the way to the bottom. I want to keep this design. It's pretty important because the front is so basic. I wish this was like a couple blocks down. So I actually challenged myself to style this shirt 3 different ways, which is on my IGTV right now. You know, I might end up cropping it in a couple weeks or months when I've worn it all the long styles. I wore one of them downstairs and John was like, that shirt's ridiculous. I'm going to try to wear it a little bit. Next, this week I went to Rose Tattoo and I got tattooed, and while I was there I stopped by Mud Guts, which is Mark Cross's little gallery, and I got this all over ant t-shirt. I really wanted this. I saw everybody wearing this shirt, so I really wanted it. I don't know what size it is. Mark just kind of handed it to me. There's no size printed, and I mean, that's great. It is a little rough. I am healing a back tattoo right now, which is why, you know, I look like I was just caught in the rain. What does that mean? I haven't worn this shirt yet just because I didn't want to ruin it with anything that might be going on with my back tattoo, but I am pretty excited to wear it. It's pretty boxy, like a standard printed t-shirt, but I love the all over print. So getting into the thrift stuff. This Goodwill I am excited to have in my corner. It is much closer than the closest Goodwill to me, but one of the things I picked up was this skirt, and I really did want a plaid shirt right now. I think my favorite print right now is grid, and I have a really hard time finding it online because I think a lot of people categorize it as plaid. Searching grid does nothing for me. So I do have a hard time finding grid. So I was excited to find this, which I would categorize as plaid. However, really nice, and it is a flattering shape on me, and it is a length that I like. I don't know if I'm just getting older, but I really can't wear mini skirts anymore. I just don't like it. And I'm happy to find something that's just a tad bit longer. I am really into like the school dress code length skirt right now, so this was a great find, something that fit me exactly the way I liked and was a great length. So this next shirt I have, it might seem like an unexpected moment, but it is one of these like Old Navy like stretchy long basics, and it is also long sleeve, but I'll explain myself. It's a v-neck, which I normally like have a hard time styling. But what's so great about this was I could pop it off of my shoulders because the fabric is so forgiving. And because of that as well, I could tie the bottom in a knot. Not every shirt I own looks good tied in a knot, like how people do it online flawlessly, I have no idea. But this looks so good tied in a knot just because the fabric can support it. And the shirt's a little cool, like it has a seam down the back, which makes it look expensive, I guess, but This is also a pretty accessible shirt. Old Navy probably sells these all year, and I love that it's like this tan color, which is kind of a moment that I've been really into. And when I'm trying clothes on, I love to have like something I can build on. So I picked this up right away to bring to the changing room, and then I really liked it. This piece right here is actually from a different thrift store in Philadelphia, and it is this thrift store where it's just this big warehouse and there's a bunch of boxes filled with stuff, and you basically, and I'm not making this up, drag a blanket around. You're given a blanket when you walk in, and you put the blanket on the ground and you dump over the box onto the blanket, and then you can sort through the box, and then when you're done you put everything back in the box, and then you pick your items and you have this blanket. And I was shopping for somebody else because I was like, this is a crazy unique experience, and I found this piece. So it looks like this. It's a great length and it is authentically 80s. Like, the thing about this thrift store is everything was completely authentic to its time period, which also meant I needed to wash this garment like 3 times so it stopped smelling like a basement. So this is pretty unique. It has a really high neckline, and I really want to challenge myself to make it work because it does not look cute on me initially, but I think I can make it work with like a belt. The length is kind of interesting. I think I thought it was a dress, and it is actually like a romper, like play suit kind of thing, which is like on brand for me, but I do have a little bit of chub rub, so I think this will be interesting to style, and if not, I know friends who would love a piece like this, so it's really cool. It has pockets. I will say, if you find the thrift store I was talking about, although it had that experience with the boxes and the blankets and everything, the items there, I guess, are protected or traded or, sought after, so the prices aren't as cheap as you would think. I went there for a couple pieces and was surprisingly spent about $80, but I'd spent so much time there sorting through the boxes that I was like, whatever, I'll pay. If you go looking for like a couple things, it's fun, but you can't have like a full shopping experience like you could at a thrift store. So the next thing I got is this full little dress moment, and it has like a small little skirt, little hem right here, which just adds a little bit of flair. I would say like polka dots and floral and things like that have potentially fallen out of favor, I guess, in fashion, but I really like this dress because it is a very thin, breezy fabric, and the back has this like little peek hole right here that I think will be interesting for me with tattoos and stuff. So I got this in XL. Not that I had a choice. This is back from the Goodwill, and it is from Forever 21 Contemporary, which I've never heard of. My arms above my head, my ass does fall out. But I thought this would be really good. I'm going to New York tomorrow, and I thought this would be really simple. It'll be really easy on my healing back tattoo and a great length, so I was excited to grab something like this. So I got this piece from Buffalo Exchange. So these are overalls. These are American Apparel overalls, and I have had a hard time styling them. So if you have any recommendations for styling American Apparel overalls, is like lookbook.com still a thing? Because that used to be like my favorite thing. You would just search an article of clothing and find all these people styling it. I do want to challenge myself to style these well. So if you found these somewhere styled that you really like, please let me know, like on Twitter or something. Back to my Goodwill, I found this skirt, and this is grid. I love grid. So I was super happy to find this. It's kind of funny because this skirt is actually a Shein brand skirt, which is like fast fashion, but I tried this on and it was perfect. This is in a size large, but I love the way it fit. I did tell you guys I was like over mini skirts, but this actually has like a little length to it and on my body, and I think it fits fine. I had to pull it down a little bit, if I decide to walk around, but I did feel bad like basically spending full price for this because I bet online this was only $5, but it didn't work for somebody and it definitely works for me, so I'm pretty happy about it. So this was another piece from that thrift store with all the boxes and stuff. I got this skirt right here, and you can tell this is like authentic 80s. The fit for this is kind of like almost exactly what I'm looking for. I love the length on this. I love the pockets. I love the like authentic acid wash. It's all great. It's all perfect. I really, really like it. I did bring this as an option to do like a little Kodak photo shoot with Rosie, and I brought a bunch of stuff and she didn't pick this. So I just have, well, 5 more things if I'm counting the leggings that I'm wearing. I picked up these leggings at the Goodwill that ended up being close by to my house. They are Eastern Mountain Sport leggings, which used to be in Philadelphia and went out of business. So these are pretty good quality leggings. I was super excited to pick them up, very cheap and comfortable and in my size. So the next thing I got, and the final things I'm gonna show, there's a thrift store by my grandparents' house. And when I was there, I get off the train to my grandparents' house, and there used to be this arts and crafts store, and it went out of business. But I still, like, when I get off the train, they're like, oh, where are you? And I'm still like, oh, I'm at the hobby shop, even though it hasn't been there for years. So that's where they pick me up. And in that little shopping area, there is a thrift store, and I always go inside, and that's where I wait for them. So that thrift store has a bunch of dollar racks, and I love their dollar racks. In the suburbs, so I feel like they favor the nicer things that come through, which is great for me because I favor this stuff. The like vintage, grandmom, like cleaned out the closet from the 80s stuff, which is always marked down to $1 there. But it is this brown, and I love the earth tones, brown mini skirt. And this mini skirt is not very forgiving. I have not worn this out yet, but I am excited. Tried it on. I love the fit. It is like a polyester. It's not a spandex, so it doesn't hug your body. It has its own structure in the skirt, which I think is really great. It is a bit tiny. I think like this with like a crop top that exactly hits waistband of this would look really perfect. I don't think I could fit like a tucked in shirt into here. I think there's just enough space for me barely. But I do love this skirt, and I'm excited to bring it out. It's like next, and you may have seen me wearing this because I really, really like it. I washed it a couple times though, and it's like crumbling up. I love that it's called Sudden Impact. So this was $1, and it's just this oversized like 80s flannel, and I love wearing it oversized. It just like over top of an outfit that I feel like might be too tight, or might be too revealing, or might be a little risky. Just throwing this on, it's so lightweight that it's not like a true flannel. It's really just like a top layer for me, which is like how I like to dress, especially in the summer. Like if I'm going out in the evening, or if I know the sun is gonna be like blazing on me. It's been really fun to wear this. For $1, it's just like pretty funky and cool, and I've been reaching for it pretty often. I probably should iron out the collar, but I'm pretty sure I broke my iron in a DIY. It does not get hot anymore. Next, I have these crazy shorts, and I don't know, but I really, really like them. And you know, I edit and work from home the majority of the week, so even if these just get worn around the house, I think they'll still have use and they're not gonna get thrown away, and I like them. So these are like an 80s thing, but they're these pink shorts. And I know that they're gonna be high-waisted on me, but what is so fun is that they have belt loops. And I have some crazy belts that I've been wearing on like IGTV and around the city. So I think a chain moment might be pushing these like to the max, but I do think that these are super fun. And personally, like, they're like a comfortable rise. Like, hear me out. These are gonna be so, so fun. And like, I'm sorry I took these away from an older woman who would love them just as much as I do, but I think that they're so cool. Like, if I get sick of them, I could dye them black, but I can just tell you I'm happy about them. The final thing I have is this pair of white pants. And I thought that maybe perhaps these were like scrubs or doctor's pants. On here it just says images. And these are just like some sick white pants that have this like nice, I guess that would be called jogger kind of bottom, like sweatpant. It kind of looks like a sweatshirt sleeve bottom. So I thought that these were super cool. I love the utility of the double layered pockets, and I thought that these would be super sick, like an Eva Stelansky moment where I can get some like paint splattered on them, or just like let them live. And like, in all honesty, I'll just get like foundation and chocolate and like tattoo ink all over them, and it'll be so cool. So these are super breezy. I'm having a hard time styling them so my like underwear doesn't show through. So I do need to figure out how to do that. I can see my tattoos through them, which could be cool. I think just like some nude underwear and just like hitting the town would be super cool. Rosie takes me to all these like super cool events where everyone is like wearing 5-panel hats and is so awesome. So I think it would be cool to like show up with the fit that I got for $1 and sprinkle paint all over it so I look like Eva and just have a great time. Anyway, thank you guys so much. Definitely check out my IGTV if you want to see how I style that long shirt. And if you have any tips for styling any of these, definitely leave it in the comments below or tag me if you see something online. Let me know if you like the way I styled them today for you guys, and if you like videos like this, give it a thumbs up. My Instagram is QuietCoolKid if you are new here, and I love you.